What's going on, guys? My name is Koi from Ray of Gratitude, giving that peace of mind to that one person at a time. I really love to connect with my creative people um, and the people that think they're not creative. I like to make content about self-love and creativity and how those two connect. And this video basically is about self-care and self-love. Um, Somebody asked a question. Actually, it was a few people that were asking questions, and I was getting kind of drawn into these conversations about self love. And people were like, I don't really get it. Like, why would you not have love for yourself, right? But a lot of times we're not aware of the energy we are creating. Um, And especially people, when it comes to creativity, I really found that the more that you can have better intentions on what you're creating and how your energy is feeling, the better um, self love, the better you care for it, and the better you just feel about creating things. Because, we tend to create blocks for ourselves through creative blocks and actually doing things, working on projects, as well as just blocks in life. And then it makes us kind of go round and round in circles, and then we're like wondering, why does this keep happening to me, right? But one thing for sure, it's because you're not checking in with your own self and really not asking yourself, what is it that you need right now? A lot of us aren't even in the present moment. A lot of us are always thinking about things from the past, how things did not work out, or we're thinking about how, what can we do on Friday when it just turned Monday? Um, like thinking about, you know, um, thinking about your marriage, when you're 19 and you're single and you're thinking about you want to be married by 30. You know what I mean? We're constantly thinking of things ahead as well as in the past, and we really, really need to stay in that present moment because like they say, it sounds cliche, but it's so true. The present moment is a gift because the present moment is that moment right now in that time. Just like I'm creating. I can't get this back. I can redo this video, but it's not going to be 100% the same because Lord knows I cannot relay messages that well anyway. So it's like being in the present moment, understanding what your energy is, how you're feeling, and really finding that balance of what's going on inside and what type of energy you're projecting, what type of energy you're dealing and exchanging with outwardly as well. And that really is about, in my long-winded version, about self-love. Self-love is really thinking about, one, how you would like to be treated so you can treat yourself, treat other people that, right? But sometimes we get caught up in trying to give people and I have a big heart, right? And I get caught up in trying to help others a lot of times. And at times that can be a distraction for me because I haven't even helped myself. Prime example. You wake up, you're feeling really tired, and like you just really need to figure out like what's going on. Why am I tired? Am I sick? Um, was it from yesterday being around all those people, whatever? Was it because it was something that I was watching on the news that's making the whole world panic? Things like that, right? And then a family member calls and asks for help, right? You, being big and kind-hearted person that you are, jump up. All you do is wash your face. You just jump up almost like it's an emergency. You might not even take a shower. And then you get there and you're put in a situation like, I did not need to rush here. They didn't even communicate with me how much of an emergency it was. Second, like I hardly have any gas to be driving down here. And third, they could have did all this themselves. Self-love. taking care of yourself first. Now, some people might be like, oh, isn't that selfish? No, not necessarily. Because if you would have understood what you needed at that time being, if you would have been practicing, um, you know, not jumping out to other people's needs in the first place, and really, maybe you every morning you take, drink your water, you wash up, and you eat breakfast and stuff like that. You didn't even do that, right? So it's kind of like really tending to yourself first, really filling your cup first, so you can be able to give from, let me give you a little bit of water because you seem famished. I have enough. If you have a full gallon of water, you have enough water to give to other people. But if your gallon of water is like down here and it's not even 8 ounces that you didn't even drink today, how are you able to give somebody some water? Maybe a sip of water, but now you have less of water. And this is all that I'm saying is people have always said, caring for yourself is selfish. A lot of times, not always. But bringing home to the fact that if you can care for yourself, if you understand the needs that you need in the present moment, if you understand your needs that you need that aren't being met with certain relationships, family members, boyfriends, co-workers, when you can understand that, that's giving yourself love, and that's protecting yourself from heartache, from self-doubt, from other people's drama and bullshit, right? So that's really what self-love is about, is caring for yourself, being in that present moment and understanding what your mind, your body, your heart, your soul needs. Because if you don't know, you're not going to know. And self-love and self-care are very similar. They are. But, self-care is more about the action of caring for yourself. What are the things that you need? Yes, we love to pamper ourselves, get our hair done, get a massage, nails done, hair did, all that stuff, right? But caring for yourself may be cooking a meal instead of going out all the time. Yes, you can save money, but sometimes knowing exactly what ingredients you're putting in by cooking for yourself is really nourishing, instead of going outside and then wondering why you got food poisoned or something. You know what I mean? You don't know who's cooking. You don't know what energy is being put into that food that's being created. Self-love is knowing what type of care you need. Self-care is definitely caring for yourself and the needs of mind, body, spirit. But self-love is the whole thing encompassing that. So when I had those conversations of somebody not really understanding what self-love is, I definitely told her that, self-love is more about going inward. And it's not always just, oh, I love myself right now. It's a journey, because you can say that you know yourself right now at this present moment, but trust and believe, next week you might need something else. Next year you might need something else. 10 years from now you might need something else. If you're into growing and being a more mature person and evolving into whoever you are supposed to be, finding your own purpose and your unique self, and being that authentic person, then self-love is a journey. If you're not into doing things like that, then it may be hard a little bit for you to grow and understand what that love is for you, because it's forever changing. It's finding things that make you happy. And knowing that you can be grateful for the things you have, knowing that you can make yourself happy and not depending on other people and outside events to make you happy, is truly imperative through that self journey. So I'm going to leave that right there, I guess. I don't think that's all I really have to say. But self-love and creativity go hand in hand, because you're creating a vibe. You're creating energy. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not creative, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you are. We all are creative because we're all creating certain energy. The more that you're aware of your energy, the more present you are, the more that you understand what you're creating. And people that understand how to be creative, arts and crafts, artistic or whatnot, they understand that energy. They're creating this vibe, this energy. Things in the background was done from a vibe that I had at that moment in time. And anybody, especially if you look at the artists, the greats, their art has changed over the past. And people are like, I don't understand. But you can see that because art, creativity, that exudes from you. And it exudes from your unique self. So that's really how self-love and creativity come together. And that's why I love to help other people tap into their creative niche, tap into their creative spirit, because it's their authentic self. And it's about being brave enough to express yourself in a creative way instead of the norm. Instead of just regularly talking, you might speak it through poetry, or instead of talking, you might say it through a song, sing, dance, paint it, however, right? And that's something that I really like to help people with, because that really helps them find their happiness, helps them find their zen, helps them find their peace of mind, and really stay present with the energy that they're creating. And if you're really about that vibe and you're really into connecting or wanting to connect with your creative energy, creative spirit, I'm here for it. I have a link at the bottom where you can sign up. Click on the link, put your information, your email or whatnot, and you can get more information about some things in my services that I've been starting up to help other people. Right now, I'm going to be having a really nice special that I can give 50% off for my services. So, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for you, and I'm definitely here for creativity, because I love creativity. That's who I am. I'm just fully creative by nature, and I love helping people. And it took me a while to help me understand what I needed the most for my creativity, and not being stifled by teachers, by corporate jobs and things that really tend to put you in this box and tell you that you can't be this, you can't do this. And it stifles your creativity, man. And if you don't know that about yourself, and you don't work on having and entertaining the love and the care that you need, it really disconnects from your creativity. I will tell you. And I'm going to be making more videos about that. So please sign up below so you can get noticed, subscribe, like, comment, so you can see more videos like this. And yeah, look out for more. Until then, I'm outie. Peace.